Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, ma'am.
Open your English grammar books,
Good morning,
everybody.
ma'am.
Open your English grammar books. Everybody, open your English grammar books. We will be starting the next topic, pronoun. In the last class, we have completed. In the last class, we completed the topic nouns, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And today we will be starting with the next topic, pronoun. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope everybody is ready.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम
Yes.
मैम आपने
Yes.
नाउन को कॉपी में नहीं करवाया ना अभी तक
No, you were supposed to do the exercise in the book.
मैम कॉपी में
मैम मैम नाउन के नोट्स बनाने हैं क्या?
I will provide you the notes. Okay.
मैम पेज नंबर
We are on page number 106. Page number 106. Okay, you all can only keep your books open, page number 106, but everybody has to look at the board, okay? You can leave your books and copies. Okay, I'll explain everything on the board. You can look at the board only, okay? So we are today now starting with the topic pronoun. As a name itself suggests, pronoun. See, it can be broken into two parts, pro, noun. Noun, we know noun are the names, okay? Noun means name, name of a person, place, animal, or a thing. And when we talk about pronoun, pronoun means a word which replaces noun in a sentence. Okay. So we can say pronoun is a word. Pronoun is a word which is used. Are used to replace. They are used to replace nouns.
Ma'am, Ananya's background
Sentence.
sound is coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
मैम सबको म्यूट कर दीजिए
Yes, ma'am. Okay, now I have muted you all. Okay. If anybody is having any kind of problem, you can raise your hands. Okay. So pronoun is a word which is used, or these are the words which are used to replace noun in a sentence. For example, Raman visited the temple. Okay. Now, if in this sentence I replace this noun Raman by another word, as you can see, Raman, because Raman is the name of a boy, so we'll write he visited the temple. Okay. So now in place of Raman, I have written he. So this he word which is representing Raman itself is the pronoun. Okay. And you all are very much familiar with the other pronouns like he, she, it, I, we, you, they, them, his, her. All these are what? Pronoun. All the words which are used to replace the noun in a sentence are known as pronoun. Now, when we move further in this topic, the question which arises is that what is the need of using a pronoun in a sentence? Okay, what is the need of using a pronoun in a sentence? The most important usefulness of the pronoun is that it is used to avoid the repetition. Suppose if I say a paragraph, okay, about one person, take the name Raman itself, okay, or you can take any paragraph on elephant, okay. If I give you a paragraph of 8 to 10 lines, and in that paragraph, Raman words appears 10 times. So if I say that Raman visited the temple, Raman took off his shoes outside the temple, Raman entered the temple, Raman ring the bell in the temple. So if I say, go on saying such kind of sentences, and I go on repeating Raman, Raman, Raman again, it doesn't look nice. So the most important use then comes of the pronoun, that once we use Raman, the very first sentence, we will be using Raman in it, because we want to specify about whom we are talking. Okay, Raman visited the temple. Then to avoid this repetition, okay, to avoid the repetition of the same word again and again, we use pronoun. Okay, so first Raman, second he took off his shoes outside, he entered the temple, he rang the bell. So this is the most important use to avoid repetition in a sentence. We use it and to give a smooth reading, because if we are using he in place of Raman, and when we read that paragraph, it will give us a smooth reading. It will not look awkward to us that again why again Raman is coming in the paragraph. So use of pronoun is to avoid the repetition and to give the smooth reading. To give the smooth reading to the paragraph or the passage whatever we are reading. Is it clear? Okay, this was the pronoun
ma'am.
and its use. Okay, everybody got to mute themselves. Okay, now after this we will be moving on to the kinds of pronoun. As you might have studied in the last class also, you might be knowing any one or two kind of the pronoun. How many of you know kinds of pronoun?
Ma'am, there are 7 kinds of pronoun.
there are 7 kinds of pronoun. First,
Not all together. Not all together. First
ma'am,
is
Personal pronoun.
very good.
personal pronouns.
Personal pronoun. We will start with this first itself. First, we will be going on to the personal pronoun. Okay. Now, what does personal pronoun mean? Personal pronoun refers to, or personal pronoun is used to replace the name of a person. Personal pronoun is used to replace
The
the
name of person, place, or thing in particular. Name.
person, place,
Or
animal, or a thing
thing.
in particular. Now, particular means when we are talking it and we are using this as a subject in a sentence. It means
Ma'am,
that
your
is
voice
when
is
we
cracking.
that is when we use it as a subject in a sentence. For example, the personal pronouns are I, okay, I, we, you, they, he, she, and it. So I, we, you, they, he, she, it are the personal pronoun because they are used to replace the name of a person, place, animal, or a thing in particular. And they are used as a subject in a sentence. Okay. That is, they take the place of a subject in a sentence. For example, you can take Rajesh hit the ball. Okay. Rajesh hit the ball. In this sentence, in the place of Rajesh, we can write he hit the ball. Again, looking into the sentence, Rajesh is the subject in this sentence. Okay. Rajesh is the subject in the sentence, and this pronoun he is used to replace the subject in the sentence, and so it becomes the personal pronoun. He hit the ball. Okay. Next is another important thing. If we look into this personal pronoun, it will refer to this personal pronoun, it. This personal pronoun, it used for impersonal pronoun. It is used for impersonal pronoun. I'll give you an example of it also. Now, it is used as an impersonal pronoun. Okay. Now, impersonal pronoun means it is used for things without life. That is, for things without life. Impersonal pronoun means that is, it is used for things without life, like for table, chair, okay, and all the non-living objects. Also, apart from these things without life, it is also used for animals. It can be also used to refer to the animals, okay, and also for the common gender, okay. Third one is common gender. Like example, I'll give you child. Okay. It is used for impersonal pronoun like things without life, animals, and common noun like gender. Common gender like child. Okay. And it is also used to emphasize these emphasize and statement. It is also used in a sentence to emphasize the statement. Okay, these were some pronouns: he, she, it, I, we, you, and they. Is it clear to everybody? You all can nod your head. I can see you all. Okay, it's very much easy. It's very simple. We have done this now. Now, as you can see, the name of this kind of pronoun is personal pronoun. Why this kind of pronoun is known as personal pronoun? The reason is that this personal pronoun is so called because they stand for three persons. Okay, they stand for three persons. This personal pronoun is so called. So called means this, the name of this pronoun is personal pronoun because it stands for three persons. Who are these? First is first person pronoun. Okay. Second person pronoun and third person pronoun. Okay. Now, what does the first person pronoun? Okay. I'll make it more simpler for you. You can take it as first person means one, second means two, and third means more than two. It's just a simplification. Just a simplification for you to understand. First person means one. Okay. The pronoun which are used to refer. They are used to refer to the person speaking. Okay. Now, the person speaking means the one who is speaking. Suppose I am speaking. Okay. Now, what did I say? I am speaking. So, which pronoun I used for myself? I said I am speaking. So, all those pronouns which the person uses for himself or herself when he or she is speaking, that is, जो pronoun person अपने लिए use करता है, they are known as first person pronoun. Again, as the name itself suggests, one. Okay, if one person is speaking, then he will be speaking about himself or herself only. I am walking in the garden. Okay, or if there are more than one, we can say we are walking in the garden. Okay, so I, we, us, our, me, mine, all these are first person pronoun. I, me, my, our, ours, all these are first person pronoun which the person use for themselves. This is my book. Now my refers to the one जो person बोल रहा है वो अपने लिए ही बोल रहा है. It is my book. Okay. Now similarly when we come to the second person pronoun, second means two. Okay, take it as two. Second person pronoun means when two people are talking to each other. Okay, then this pronoun refers to the person spoken to, यानी जिससे हम बात कर रहे हैं. Spoken to means जिससे हम बात कर रहे हैं. Refers to person spoken to, यानी जिससे हम बात कर रहे हैं. For example, I am talking to Ananya. Okay, I am talking to Ananya. Now I want to say Ananya to take out her books. Got it? So how will I say? Ananya, you take out your books. So which pronoun I used for Ananya? You. Ananya, you take out your books. So I have used the pronoun you. Is it clear? Okay, now I want to say that this book belongs to, and I want to say to Ananya, Ananya, this is your book. Okay, I have said when I was using the name of Ananya as a subject, I use the pronoun you. But now I want to say to Ananya that this book is of Ananya. Okay, now I'll say Ananya, this is your book. What I'll say, Ananya, this is your book. So you and your are these only two pronouns which are used in case of second person pronoun. Okay, क्योंकि जब दो person बात करते हैं, so the word which we use to refer to the person spoken to, यानी जिससे हम बात कर रहे हैं, are you and your. You is used in place of subject, your is used to refer to show the possession or possession. Okay, like this is your book. I want to say ये book belongs to Ananya. Okay, so you and your are the only pronoun which are used in case of second person pronoun. Okay, you can take it as an example, one more example, but in that case you got to converse in English with your parents. Suppose you want to ask your mother what your mother has cooked today for the breakfast. So what will you say? Instead of saying mother, mother again and again, which pronoun will you use? You can raise your hands. I'll unmute you to know the answer. Which pronoun you will use? Okay. You want to ask your parents, your mother, what she has cooked. Mansi, unmute yourself. Anushka, unmute yourself. You. So can you frame the sentence, Mansi?
You.
Frame it in sentence. Ask your mother what she has cooked in the breakfast. You can frame it in a sentence.
What
No, don't use mother. No,
What
don't
you are
use mother.
What you are
What you have cooked in what you have
Very
cooked
good.
in breakfast?
Very good. Very good. What have you cooked in breakfast? Okay. Is it clear to everybody? Very good, Anand. Very good, Mansi and Anushka. Very good. Okay. Next is third person pronoun. Okay. Third person pronoun. Again, as I told you, take it as three. That is more than two. Okay. Suppose Ananya and Anushka are talking about Mansi. Ananya and Anushka, these two people are only talking, but they are not talking about themselves, either of each. दोनों में से एक दूसरे के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे, but they are talking about third person, Mansi. So when during their conversation, the words which will they be using to refer to Mansi will come in the third person pronoun. That is, it refers to the person spoken of. Spoken of means जिसके बारे में बात हो रही है. Again I am repeating, you can see first person speaking मतलब जो बात कर रहा है, person spoken to जिससे बात कर रहा है, person spoken of means जिसके बारे में बात हो रही है. See, Ananya and Anushka were talking about Mansi, okay, and they want to say that Ananya is attending the class sorry, Mansi is attending the class regularly. Okay, so take it as me as Ananya, and I am telling to Anushka about Mansi. Which pronoun I will use for Mansi? Can anybody tell me? You can raise your hand. I'll unmute you. Which pronoun I will use? Okay, Palak, unmute yourself.
Ma'am, she.
Very good. Because Mansi is a girl, I will use she. So I want to say, suppose I am Ananya and I am talking to Anushka. She is attending the classes regularly. Yani wo attend kar rahi hai. So the pronoun which I use is she. Okay. If instead of Mansi, it would have been Prabhav, a boy, then I would have used which pronoun?
He.
He. Okay. Now suppose we two people are talking and we two people are referring or we are speaking about more than one person. Okay. More than one person. You can say a group of few students, Mansi and her friend. Okay. And I want to say that कि वो सब garden गए. Okay. Mansi and her other group of friends went to the garden. So which pronoun I will use? You can raise your hand. I can unmute you.
Ma'am, they.
Very good. The pronoun which I will be using is they. Anushka, you can unmute yourself. And Yuvika, you too can unmute yourself. Okay. So which pronoun I will be using to refer to more than two persons?
They.
They. Exactly. Very good. So we can come to know that he, she, it. Now, it, as I told you earlier, it is used for things without life. It is used for common gender. It is also used for animals. Okay. So, it is also the third person pronoun which is used to refer to the person spoken of. I want to say to Ananya, okay, the table was broken. Okay, but I will not say the table was broken because the table in this sentence is noun. The pronoun which I will use in place of noun, the table, is it, because it is a thing without life, or you can say non-living thing. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, he, she, it, they, and them. All these are third person pronoun. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
If
ma'am.
anybody wants to ask anything regarding this, you can ask. Anybody who wants to ask anything regarding the personal pronoun, you can ask right now. Nobody? Okay, I hope it's clear to everybody. Yuvika, do you want to ask anything? Yes, you are unmuted. You can ask. Yuvika, you are unmuted. Yuvika, I cannot hear you. Okay, anybody who wants to ask, you can raise your hand. I can see you all. Anybody? Okay, I'll unmute you all once. Okay. But don't speak all together. You got to speak one by one. Is anybody having any kind of problem from this personal pronoun?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, we have to make notes of them.
I will provide you the
Both the
notes.
chapters. No, ma'am.
I will provide you the notes. This is all for your understanding.
Excuse me,
Is
ma'am.
it clear?
Ma'am,
Yes.
excuse me, ma'am. मैम आप
Yes.
नोट्स कौन से ग्रुप पर सेंड करते हो?
I will provide you in the group. I'll send you. Okay, you will get from the site, school site. On the school site, you will get the notes. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
मैम
Yes.
मैम कब शेयर करोगे मैम आप
Come again.
नाउन्स के नोट कब शेयर करोगे
You will get it on the site, school
मैम
site.
आप
Okay.
नाउन्स के नोट मैम
You will
स्कूल
get it
साइट
on the school
ओपन ही
site.
नहीं
You will
होती
get it the. You will get it, everybody. You will get it from there. Okay. Now we'll come to the next pronoun, second kind of pronoun. It is interrogative pronoun. Okay. Second is interrogative pronoun. And you, as you all know, what is the meaning of the word interrogative? We have already done this word interrogative in interrogative kinds of sentences also, right? Interrogative means the word which is used to ask questions. Second is interrogative. Interrogative. Okay. Interrogative pronoun means those pronoun or words which are used to ask a question. Okay. The pronoun which are used to ask a question are known as interrogative pronouns. Okay. Now, which are these interrogative pronouns? These are who. Okay. Next is what, who, what, whom, who, what, whom, which, and whose. Okay. Who, what, whom, which, and whose are the interrogative pronoun. Okay. These are used to ask a question. Now, who is the pronoun which is used when we want the answer of a subject? Okay. When we want to get the answer, and the answer should be the subject of a sentence. As I said, Rajesh hit the ball. Okay, the sentence which I gave was Rajesh hit the ball. Okay, now if I want to frame this sentence into an interrogative sentence and use the interrogative pronoun, then Rajesh is the subject. Okay, so the pronoun, interrogative pronoun out of these which I will be using is who, because I want to replace the subject. So who hit the ball. Is it clear to everybody? So it becomes who hit the ball. Okay. So next is direct object. Now what is direct object? Direct and indirect object we have done. So what is used for direct object? Okay, now what is used for direct object? Again, I'll explain you this with an example. Raman gave me a ball. Okay, as we have done in the noun itself, objects we were doing. Okay, there are two types of object, direct object and indirect object. Direct object is used to refer to a thing, and indirect object is used to refer to a person. So in this sentence, Raman gave me a ball. So in this, a ball is what? Direct object. A ball is the direct object because it is referring to a thing. Okay. So if we want to use a pronoun, interrogative pronoun, to ask a question so that the answer we get should be a direct object, the question which we will be using is what? The interrogative pronoun which we will be using will be what? So what? Raman gave me a ball. The questions become the questions become what did Raman give me? So the question which we have used, that is the interrogative pronoun. WH question which we have used is what did Raman give me? The answer what we have got is a ball, and that is the direct object in the sentence. Is it clear to everybody? Okay. So now third is whom. Okay. The third interrogative pronoun is whom. We will be looking the same sentence again, and in this sentence we all know that ball was the direct object, and in this sentence me is the indirect object. We all know that, okay, because we know that indirect object refers to whom. Indirect object refers to the person. It can be a noun or a pronoun, both. So me is the pronoun and it is the indirect object of the sentence. Okay. Now, if I want to frame the interrogative pronoun with this word whom, and I want the answer indirect object, that is me. Raman gave me a ball. What the question will be? What the question will be? Raman gave me a ball. Can anybody tell me? Anybody wants to give the answer? You can raise your hand. I'll unmute you. Okay. Okay, Shanvi wants to give the answer. Yes, Shanvi, unmute yourself.
Ma'am, whom
Yes?
gave me a ball?
No, Raman gave me a ball. You want this answer me as an indirect object. So how will you frame the question?
Who gave me a? Sorry, ma'am.
No, you have to use this
What
word
Raman
pronoun.
gave?
No, beta,
What,
you have to use this pronoun. We are using this whom pronoun, which is used for the indirect object.
Whom indirect object.
Answer should be me. Whom did Raman give a ball? Okay. Whom did Raman give a ball? मतलब रमन ने बॉल किसको दी? The answer is me. So this whom is the interrogative pronoun which is used to get the answer from the statement indirect object. Got it, everybody? So whom did Raman give a ball? Raman gave me a ball. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. The next one is which. The next one is which. Now, this which pronoun is used in a sentence to show the indication. Okay. It is used to show the indication. Okay. If I want to say, I'll write a sentence, frame a sentence. The book, or you can say, which book is lying on the table? Okay. The sentence is, which book is lying on the table? Okay. So I am indicating what? Book. I want to refer to the book and I'm indicating it towards it and saying that which book, kaun si book is lying on the table. Is it clear to everybody? Is it clear? Okay, one more example. Which planet is called the blue planet? Again, which planet is called the blue planet? Now, again, I am referring to planet. I am using it to indicate or using as a selection. So I am using the pronoun which. Which planet? कौन सा planet is called the blue planet? So the pronoun or the interrogative pronoun which is used in the sentence to ask a question is which. Is it clear? Okay. Then comes the last one. It is whose. Now, what is the use of this whose interrogative pronoun? The important use of this interrogative pronoun is that it is used to show the possession. It is used to show the possession. Okay. For example, जब हमें किसी भी चीज का possession दिखाना है, then we use this pronoun whose as an interrogative pronoun in sentence. For example, I will say whose book is lying on the table. Now, whose book is lying on the table? In this sentence, I am asking the question that is, there is a book and it is lying on the table, and I want to know that this book belongs to whom? ये book किसको belong करती है? So that is, it means this book is the possession of somebody. This book is the possession or belonging of somebody, and I want to know that whose book is this. So I have used the interrogative pronoun whose. Okay, is it clear to everybody? Also, whose is used to show the possession, and obviously it is used to show the possession of the obviously non-living things without life. Whose book is this? Whose pen is there? Is this lying on the floor? Or you can say whatever. Whose purse is this? Okay, you can write any sentence when we want to show the possession. Is it clear? So I'll come back once again. Second interrogative pronoun. It is used to ask a question, and these are 5. Who, what, whom, which, and whose. Who is used to identify the subject in the sentence, and we want to get the answer, the subject, we use who. Second is what. It is used for direct object to get the answer, the direct object from the sentence. Whom for indirect object. Which is used to show the indication, and whose is used to show the possession. Is it clear to everybody? Okay, everybody, is it clear to everybody? Okay, if anybody is having any kind of query from this interrogative pronoun, you can raise your hands. I will unmute you. Okay, Anushka, have you understood all these 5 kinds of interrogative pronoun? Okay, very good. And Nupur, have you understood? Himanshi, you all can nod your heads. I can see you all. Okay. Okay. So this was of interrogative pronoun. We will be continuing the next kind of pronoun in the next class. Okay. Okay. You all can have your lunch. Okay. For 5 minutes, you all can take your breakfast for 5 minutes, and then you can join for your next class at 10 o'clock. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.